Oi oi. Right, as you lot know, I said I was going to get some new machines. I went down to Barry Island to go and get them, yeah. And this woman was like, yeah, here's some pictures. And sort of, it seemed all like, okay, and some of them need a little bit of TLC, that's about it. That's what I was thinking. And they had like a whole shop full. And they also had a warehouse full. And I thought, well, in both, there's machines I wanted. And one of them was a Who Dares Wins. That was a picture of that was working. And there's a treasure trial where it looked like it was working. I mean, you could see the bulbs weren't on, but the LCD was sort of showing 0 to 0. And I thought, well, there's no alarm, so it's fired up. I thought this is happy days. And they had, they also had, I'll go and show you, one of them. Now that does work. This was all hanging off when I got there, but in the picture it looked like it was working, because pictures don't do you justice. And I knew it was a little bit rotty in the front here, but this is a good bandit. This does work. But I'll in a second I'll give you an idea of the kind of fucking shit that when I got there. Basically, there was a Blues Boys there. Yep, rare as rock and all shit. And I thought, I cannot wait to get down there and get that. And I turned up, and I could see a whole room full of machines. It's a building on the seafront, a dolphin bar or something. If you live near Barry Island, have a look in there. You'll see the fucking shit I drove 230 miles to go and look at in a van. I hired a proper van out, everything. Took a mate with me, Bernie. Yeah, Bernie come with me. He used to be down Felixstowe when I used to go to my Felixstowe days. And I just needed a set of hands. At the last minute, the lad I was supposed to take with me from work, he couldn't come. He had to work. So I was a bit urgent for a set of hands to come with me to sort of give me a hand. And yeah, we drove for five hours to go down there. And the first problem is none of these machines have keys to the. Yeah, look at that one. No bottom door. It's over there somewhere, busted. I can't get in them. Only this one getting the back of. Now I'll give you an idea of what I was sort of looking at. Now this is one of the best ones there. I mean, I told it had an alarm when I turned this on. She'd walked off for a cigarette, and I was really fed up by then. Keep jumping in and out of topic here, but okay, the Blues Boys. She sent me a picture, and I could see some lights were on. So I thought, well, the lights are on. This not working didn't concern me, because I mean this one doesn't work. And MPU4s, like my take your pick, because I found out. The LCD doesn't mean that's not working. It's usually like a track on the board. Just needs a bit of TLC, and that will work perfect. So I thought, that's not the end of the world. She didn't mention anything else really wrong with it. She said, "Yep, fires up." So I said, "Well, take me to the Monte Carlo to have a look at the Blues Boys, because that was what I was most excited about getting." And she said, "Oh, it's in the other room." I can't do a very good Welsh accent, but it's going to sound like Little Britain, I should think. And she said, "It's in the other room when it's on." And I was like, "Okay." So I went through, and then behind all this fucking pool table and just junk was the Blues Boys. No back door on it whatsoever. That pleased me, no end. And I said, plug it in then, and we'll see what happens. Bernie plugged it in. Nothing happened. Just exactly the same bulbs lit up that what was in the picture. I was like, it's not even the track mode bulbs. And they were like surging. They were all bright white. I looked in the back, and usually you get like green lights if things are working, red lights if there's power, or if there's problems. This was no lights on any boards, nothing. It was shot. So I said to her, I didn't want it, but I was like, I've got to offer, because I just hopefully praying, that a lad I know who'd come before to fix some machines. I sort of think he might be able to work some magic, or someone, I might be able to talk to someone who works some magic. And I said to her, look, because originally it was been like £70–80 a machine, and I was basing this on, they're working, they're complete, things like that. Might need a little bit of TLC. I then offered her £20 for this. People who look at machines a lot, right? Let me also add, the coin mech was in the bottom somewhere. There's no back door on it whatsoever, and there was no tray for payout tubes. That was, she said, we took all them out. They were in a pile somewhere. Yeah, so 20 quid I thought was way over fair. No, it's worth way more than that. She said, no, I can't let it go for that. I said, it can stay there then. So anyway, we go over to the Who Dares Wins. There were a couple of 2p'ers that I wanted, and a Tuppenny Nudger. Plug in the Tuppenny Nudger. Nah, don't work. Plug in the Who Dares Wins. Nah, don't work. Okay, we're not doing very well here. Okay, let's plug in that treasure trial that showed the, you know, the LCD. There comes my little boy. And I'll pause it for a second, hold on. So yeah, so I want to play for a little bit. Probably going to go back over the same old stories. I can't remember what I've said. But anyway, yeah, so the Blues Boys was an absolute wreck. Treasure trial, that was that. When I turned it on, because obviously I saw the LCD working, so I thought this must work. And just maybe the lights hadn't come on yet. No, none of the lights come on. The LCD just come up with like 0000, goes off, comes on, goes off. And she obviously took a picture right at the moment it was on. That did fuck all, basically. So then she wanted, you know, she wanted the 60 or 70. She still wanted like 80 quid for that. And I showed her someone on a Facebook group, what I'm in. They were selling one in Brighton, fully working, clean. I mean, this one she had covers off the buttons. There was a load of dirt all across here, like a mound of dirt all in there. A bit like this one's a bit shitty, but this is like, believe it or not, this machine's actually, I haven't cleaned it. So this is actually the cleanest machine in the whole building, and it sort of works. So I said to her, well, I can't have that now, because I thought she didn't accept 20 quid. She didn't even accept 20 quid for Blues Boys, and this machine's got a fucking back door, so she's going to think it's worth at least £1,000. So I didn't have that one either. I mean, the football fever I had to get, because that's sort of the main reason I went down there. The other half, I mean, that was like 40% the reason I went down there. The other 40 was Blues Boys, 20% was anything else I could find. Now, everything else just didn't work. So then I ended up getting this ready to rock, just because it turned on, basically, and worked. The bottom door got put back on it, but no fucking keys. So you got no key to get in there. This lock's bust off, and you can see, like, this is how careful they were. It's an arcade. They just smashed that open. They didn't bother unlocking it. So that's really annoying. I'll give you an idea of just how shitty this is. This is what every machine's like when you get into it. Yeah, here should be a payout table. There isn't one. They took them out of all of them. So they haven't even got payout tables in them. So you've got to find them, and they're basically strewn all throughout this massive building. They could be anywhere, and you might not even get the right one. I don't know if they're all the same. I doubt if they are. And there's boards laying around, you know, which are probably fucked now anyway. So yeah. So I've got this one. I wasn't going to get it, but one of the YouTubers, he was like, well, it's an alright machine. If you don't, I'm not bothered if you don't want it. I didn't buy it because I expect him because he wants it. I just thought, well, does it work? And luckily, when I plugged it in, oh god, keep doing that, please start button. When I plugged it in, it made the flat battery alarm, you know, wow, wow, wow noise, and I was like, yeah, unplug it. And I thought I'll give it a few seconds before I said it, because I thought hopefully when he unplugs this and plugs it back in, this thing got a little bit of juice in it to fire up. And yeah, then he plugged it back in, it fired up, and it goes into test. It actually takes money, this. Even though there's no fucking where to go, I've just put a quid in this, and it actually takes money. So that's a good sign. It just needs a payout tray, and it needs the board, needs looking at. I mean, the crests, I was confident these are working, but these are a bit like Mazdas, mate. They'll just run. I mean, these will run till there's nothing left. That's why, I mean, it's them two are a tribute to what bar crests will just run. I've never had a problem with these, apart from... strangely with these, I'm going off, totally off on the subject, with these, if that, yeah, I could put £2,000 for that, not collect nothing, and all it would do is just try and catch up, and it'd go absolute bonkers, you know, you get like go all the way, 140, next board, go all the way, catch a bus, jackpot, you know, it eventually catch up. These, they just alarm. If you put, it works both ways. If you win too much money out of this, like if you found a way to keep winning money, it would alarm. If you won too much, if it got so far, it would get to a certain point behind. I mean, or they stop boarding. You know, these things, they just don't give you a board. If you then manage to win jackpot at that point, it then goes, right, I can't actually afford to pay any money, and he's now won another jackpot, so I'm just going to lock myself up. And that's what they do. But it also works the other way. So say these buttons were broke, and they were broke, and for some reason the nudge buttons were broke, you know, so you couldn't nudge in any win, and the auto nudge was broke. I don't really know, apart from this, maybe this nudge was the only one that worked. So every time you was putting money in, you couldn't really get on the board ever, and then when you did, you couldn't high-low anywhere, so all you do is collecting this, and that's designed that even if it's fucking giving you an invincible board, it won't hit there, it just hits whatever it wants still. It gets to the stage eventually where it's like, yeah, I've had £800 put through me, and I can't pay it out, so I'm now so happy I'm going to go to critical, because it's obviously, it must be a major fault for me that I can't pay out. So it works both ways on them. Where with this, if you found a way to win money, you can just keep winning it. It will never, it won't stop you. Which was, yeah, that's why it's a bit different why that works. So yeah, we've got this. Loud. Yeah. I got this. Obviously, this does work. I've got to move all these around because I've got to find room. Obviously got the football fever, and then I bought another machine which I didn't even want either. And you'll be like, why the fuck did you buy it? And I think that, right? It's Space Invaders on £5 jackpot. Hopefully I'll get a £25 program for that. When I get in it, because all I can do is get in the bottom at the moment. I don't actually know what's in there. I'm hoping that when I actually get fully inside it, I'll be able to make that £25 jackpot. Yet again, bought that because that was another machine that actually worked, and I think we pretty much tried most of the stuff that looked like it would work. Everything else, I mean, there was a king-ka-ching there. And, I mean, you know what, this is like King Ka-ching, yeah, same cabinet. There was nothing behind there, nothing behind there, nothing behind there, and that had the door was bust open. And yeah, we lifted that up. It looked like, but the way Bernie put it is, he said it looks like someone climbed in there, had a game of football, and got out. Yeah, so that was absolutely shite. So yeah, this is the update. I've gone on a bit in this video, so if you don't like the sound of my voice, I expect you've turned off ages ago. But yeah, that's obviously, if you lived near Barry, it was whatever amusements was called Just Pennies. So if you used to go in there and you played one of these in there, this is the one you used to play. I've got to turn the volume down this, so I'm going to replace some bulbs in a minute, and I'm going to have a go on it, I think, because this is the only one I can think of works. This does work, but the coin mech isn't up there. It's in the fucking bottom of the machine somewhere. I don't even know how to plug it in, because I can't see anything to plug it in with, but it does fire up. It says, you know, Empire Games will come across and everything, so, but I haven't played this for a long time, and I used to play it. I remember something to do with when you get on the board, it says, and the match is underway. If that goes, it just lights that, and just sits there lit, it's jackpot. I remember that. This has been done, so yeah, it must be like some fucking Top Boy method on this. Someone's bust that button, but I think that would always break eventually. Someone, you know, you whack it and it fucking hits something like £1 repeat or mystery repeat, gives you fucking 20p. You're punching it, aren't you? Gonna get pissed off with it. So yeah, that's the update at the moment. I did 500 miles. So basically, all in, I've paid about £600 for these 4 machines. What a fucking whip-off that was. My aim was to get down there with all these machines, and when I got down there, I was going to post on Facebook and every one of these fruit machine sites, groups, to say, like, here's all the machines I'm standing near right now. You know, put your offers in, and I'll put it to her. You know, so someone said, oh, I'll give 100 quid for Crazy Capers. I'd have said to her, would you take 75 Crazy Capers? You know, I'll do that sort of thing. Make myself 25 quid because I've got to drag it into the van, bring it back, you know. And on the way home, I was even going to thinking about, you know, probably if someone wanted 2 or 3 and they was on the way home or not far from it, I'd be like, yo, I'll drop them off, you know, because if I'm making 100 quid out of them, so it ain't no problem with me, you know, going out the way for 20 quid's worth of diesel. What do I keep saying you know for? If you're going out the way, if I'm only going out the way for 20 quid's worth of diesel, it's not the end of the world. So, but they were that bad condition, I couldn't even bother doing it. I just thought enough. And then when I said to her about going to this container where the other half of the machines were, she then said, oh, my dad's around, but the person who has where the container is, he's not around at the weekend. And I was thinking, what the fuck have you got me down at the weekend then, knowing that I wanted to go in there? She goes, oh, how much longer are you going to be? Because I've got to go back to the shop. And she was getting really fed up because she knew I weren't, you know, she's thinking, her eyes are fucking lit up, thinking I'm coming down to buy 10 machines. And I'm thinking, aren't you embarrassed, love? You've got me all the way down to Wales for machines that have got no tubes in them whatsoever. You know, it's just a fucking... I was livid. I really was. I felt like shouting at her because I was like saying, you fucking wasted my whole... my day. And I tried to put it to her, saying, it said, look, I'm 300 quid involved now. Diesel, going across that bridge, it could fucking cost you £1 billion across. And hiring a van. I was like, I'm £300 now, love. That's what I'm trying to just sort of weigh it up. You know, so she went, that's not my problem. And I was thinking, well, it ain't my fucking problem. You've lied, is it? And I've come down and all these machines hardly, you know, I'm not joking, they don't have the keys. I can't even get in this. No fucking key. I can get the bottom, but they fucking threw all the keys. Was like, they had no idea where any of the keys were. No idea. So I've had a good old rant, there you go. And do I feel better for it? No, because I've fucking brained 600 quid. But I look at it as, the thing was, when I was down there, I was sort of thinking, well, I want that money out of Hills, you know, I had a mega luck out. I've had a stupidly lucky, this month's been fairly lucky. I've had, on just random crap, you know, my punts and that, I've got really lucky. So I just thought, well, that's a bit of that gone anyway. And you should always look at money money I make, I make that. I mean, I class that's money I've made. But if I then go, well, I fancy a punt at random, and I win, I class it as like dirty money. If you know what I mean, it's strange when I sort of say, well, that's money I shouldn't have won, so I'll buy stuff, you know, get something with it or whatever, you know. So, but yeah, I am going to have to sell probably one or two unless I can really actually get these to work. I think I can just fit them in. And what I'm thinking of doing, having these as they are down the side here like that, and at the end there's a bit. If I just pull these a little bit closer, there's enough room at the end there to get one more. And then I'll just have one in the middle there, probably this, facing. I would like to get that on 25, because it's a fun machine to have on 25. I used to go into a pub for one until about 2 or 3 years ago, because they had it, and it was good fun. You know, you could go in there, get a drink, and, you know, if people don't know what they're doing on it, you're like, oh, I think one of the times I went in there, I couldn't believe it. It was like second press, I got on the board, and the Barcrest logo, like, give that little flicker. I was like, this is a jackpot board. So rare, but you didn't need that. You could give you jackpot without getting that, because it's a red-blue trial machine. And you'll see what I mean. If when I turn it on in that red-blue trial, you know, you could be on the normal trial, and if you get the numbers up the trial, it activates the red trial. And if you do it enough times, it basically is just like you're pretty much going to get jackpot. You know, if you can keep getting up there. It's good. It's an all right machine, but it's just shame it's on fucking I think it's on 5p, £5. It's going to be absolute garbage. If it is, it needs to be on 10 pence. That's the first thing I want to change. This, a lot of people be going, oh, he's got Ready to Rock. Oh, they were awesome. I remember. And you're all going to be telling me, yeah, just get high-low cash. I know all that. I know. And the whole barcode. Oh, I can't wait. It's fucking £5, 5p play. If you saw this in my garage, even you wouldn't play it. I can't even be bothered to play it. I want it on 10 pence a go. I think it's on 5. If it's on 5, it's devastating. I want it on 10 pence because 5p is just not progressive enough. You could have it on 20p, but it'd be too powerful. It'd be like jackpot. It's a bit like, I mean, Kung Fu, because it's 15, it's not so bad, but 30p works for that. That's why everyone loves it. It's such a good game. Because on 30p, it just gets happier quicker, you know. You're not having like loads of dead spells on it. It's either that or this is going to get ripped apart for parts. I don't know what's going to happen yet. But this has got a hopper in there, so I think it's safe. I think it's saving grace. It's got a hopper in there. And it'd be a shame to pull it apart just for the board when these should work. So, yeah, it's a tough one, really. I'm even toying with the idea, because, fuck it, it's my house as well. I might put that in the house. I might put that in the conservatory. But then, if people see it in there, they're probably going to think, oh, it's got £1,000 in it, and it hasn't at the moment. I think it's 900 odd quid in it at the moment. So I can't really, I don't really want that conservatory. Because it's the only machine that's got £1 coins, takes £1 coins. So all the £1 coins I've been getting on my, like, going around, as some of you lot know I do, I've been saving all the £1 coins, and then I come back, I chuck them all in there, and I'll take old £1 coins out with me, and then any news go back in there, and I think it's like 980. I think. Let's have a look. If I can find the key. No? Have I binned the key off? Oh, this is awesome. There's one there, look. Oh, don't. Where have I put the key? Where would I put the key? I haven't been anywhere. I haven't been anywhere. Where the fuck's the key? What the fuck? Oh, I know. No, I don't know. No, okay, now I'm worried. Okay, that's awesome. Because don't actually know where the key is to my bandit. That's got most of the money in it. Oh, spectacular. It's in here. No, it's just coins. No. Okay. Epic. Oh, that's brains. I lost the fucking keys to my bandit in a few days. That's awesome. Okay. Oh, I'll find them later on. They'll be in the house, I'd imagine. So yeah, I mean, I'm a bit tatty, very tatty. This is... Fuck it. Fuck the neighbours. Fuck the neighbours. Oh, it's loud. Yeah, it's really loud. Okay. But it works. At least it fucking works. Where the fuck's the key? I got the key. I haven't. Where is the key? Are you serious that I haven't got the key to that bandit somewhere? They've just gone. Someone nicked the keys, are they? This makes no sense. I haven't been anywhere. Oh, I'll leave it out. Don't tell me I've put the keys inside it. I could have done because I wouldn't be able to lock it. The fuck? Oh well, whatever. They'll be in the house. I think they're in my jeans. That's what it will be. The jeans I was wearing when I last went into it. So they're probably in there. So yeah, there you go. That's about. There's a boring video for you about my rant.